I got about 30 pounds to lose of fat. If you need to lose some weight, let's get to work. Today, focusing on fat loss, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. Let's get to work. Start with jumping jacks.
Starting off nice and easy, we're gonna go into our jumping jacks, getting the shoulders warmed up. Let's make sure you guys are still keeping it nice and light with your feet. Careful not to stomp your ground here. Good, just about halfway, 20 more seconds. Like I said, today is going to be mainly our core and cardio, so we're going to alternate between our abs and our cardio here. Try and keep the pace up on your cardio and nice and easy on our abs. Try your best to keep it nice and controlled. As always, we're watching our form, making it nice and easy for your joints. If this is too difficult, you guys can take your steps to the side.
Moving on to abs, flutter kicks next.
Alright, first set of abs here, we're going to go into our flutter kicks. Let's get the head and shoulders off the floor. Try your best to keep your lower back flat to the ground. No spaces in between the ground and your back. The closer your feet are to the ground, the harder these will be. The higher they are, the easier it will get. The moment you start to feel any neck discomfort, feel free to drop the head down or use your hands like I am here to place it on the glutes so you can have that full support on your lower back. To make this harder, you guys can keep your hands over your head here. I don't think I'm going to do it here. No, I'm not. Just focusing on the abs, find a good rhythm to breathing. Let's make sure you guys are not holding your breath here.
Just halfway.
Already, my abs are burnt and burning. We keep going. At any point you start to feel any lower back discomfort, please place your hands on towards the lower back like so, or keep your head down to the floor, bring those legs up a little bit higher. Couple more seconds, come on. And rest. 20-second rest here. We're gonna go back to our cardio.
Plank jacks next.
Getting a little bit of a core stability action here with the plank jacks. Let's make sure you guys are setting up with either a high plank with your hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders nice and stacked to protect the wrists, and just moving your feet in and out of here, watching your hips. Careful not to pike those hips up too high or bring those hips down too low where you guys are rounding your lower back. Nice, good pace here, just about halfway. Let's keep it up. Breathe through, breathe through. Stay in the balls of your feet, keep the legs going. Slight variation here. Like I said, if you want to drop the knees down and elbows down, you guys can drop the elbows down to make this a little bit easier on the hands. Just keep your feet moving here. A couple more seconds. Good work. Rest for 20. Moving back to the abs here. Five seconds to start with abs. 3, 2. We're gonna go into your toe touches here. Keeping your legs up here to make this a little bit easier. Reaching towards the opposite toe and opposite hand. So right hand to left toe, left hand to right toe. Same thing here. I'm not feeling any discomfort here on my neck. Just making sure I'm focusing on reaching. To make this harder, you guys can drop your legs down towards the ground, the off leg that you guys are not reaching for. That'll just lengthen the abs just a little bit more here. About 10 more seconds. Let's keep it up. Actually should have started with a harder variation, then went easy. Good, and rest. Alright, we're gonna go into your heel touches for obliques here. Reaching down towards the sides for heel touches. Let's make sure you guys are reaching as far down towards the toe, the pinky toe, as much as you guys can. Try your best to lengthen out the obliques here on the off side. So if you guys are reaching towards your left pinky with your left hand, let's make sure you guys are bending enough that you guys feel the slight stretch on your right side of the body here. As always, keeping your back flat towards the ground, head and shoulders are off the floor without feeling any neck discomfort. Keep working. Let's make sure you guys are breathing through when you are doing these heel touches. One side will be the inhale, the other is going to be the exhale. The most important thing in terms of breathing is just making sure you're not holding your breath in. You want to release some of that pressure in your abdomen cavity. You don't want to know why. I learned that the hard way. Keep moving. Good, and rest. All right, setting up for our cardio here. We're gonna go into our mountain climbers. Same setup as our plank jack. Let's make sure wrist, elbow, shoulder is nice and stacked. We protect the shoulders, we protect the wrist. And driving the knees in towards the chest, keeping a good steady pace here. Getting the heart rate up. Good, keep it going, keep it going. I know it's gonna get tiring here. You might slow down here, but it's important to keep pushing through, breathe through your repetitions, and push hard. Come on. Mixing a little bit of a crossbody here, getting a little bit more rotation towards the abdomen and your obliques. Right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow. Keep it going. Almost there. Fighting through here. And rest. Let's make sure you guys are slowing the breathing down here. Taking it nice and easy in between our sets. Setting up for a plank hold here for 40 seconds. Just a nice and easy plank. Let's make sure you guys are engaging your core. What that means is making sure that your hips and glutes are not dropping down towards the floor, lowering your lower back. If you wanted to make these a little bit harder, take a couple steps back here for a long lever plank or long lever plank, wherever you're from. Lever, lever. Taking steps in and stepping back for a little bit of a plank walkout if you want to. But just a little bit more variation here to make this a little bit easier or harder. Be careful not to drop those hips down. And rest. All right, moving back into our cardio here.
Almost there. 2 more sets here. We go high knees next.
Just a straight burnout here. I love my high knees. It's almost like a sprint here. Driving your knees up towards at least waist high. Keeping your elbows at 90 degrees and pumping those arms as you guys are delivering those knees up high here. Right leg goes up, left hand goes up here too. Make sure you guys are alternating side, good coordination. Keep going as fast as you can here. Breathing through your repetitions and giving it a good finish here. Almost there. Keeping those knees up, staying the balls of your feet here. Less than 5.
Dude, my ass shaking.
And done. Last exercise we're going to go into is going to be our ab negative. So making sure you guys are setting up as a leg lift, but instead of bringing those hips up off the floor like you would normally do in your leg lift, focusing on the negatives here, focusing on alternating sides and slowly dropping with control, keeping your head and shoulders off the floor. I like to give myself a nice wide base with my hands here just to have a little bit more control as I drop my feet down. 30 seconds of work left. Give a good finish for our abs. As you need to, like I just did here, keep the head down towards the floor. Reset. Squeeze those abs as low as you can without touching the ground here. Almost done, less than 5. Breathe through your reps here, almost done. Good, finishing up in 3, 2, and 1.
All right. Less than 10 minutes of work. I am gassed, I'm sweaty. Hope you guys enjoyed the workout. I'll see you next time.